It is the beginning of February, and I just got done preparing for the metabolic burn fat, restore vitality makeover that we have coming up on February 17th. And I want to reassure you people out there that don't think that they need to lose weight. It's not just a weight loss seminar that we're gearing up for. It's basically changing your entire metabolism at the cellular level. It's cleaning out the junk that you've acquired over the holidays, and it's literally creating space for you to take time and energy and focus on the most important thing in your life, and that's your health. So we're going to help you carve out 4 hours where you're just going to focus on that one thing, and that's your health. We're going to go through the 5 essentials of health. A lot of people have been asking me questions about why they keep getting sick, and they've had the sickest time in the past 2 to 3 to 4 months that they've ever had. And they keep saying, is there anything else that I can be doing? And there's always something else that we could all be doing. But I would challenge you to go back and look at your 5 essentials and see where you are falling short. So let's go through those essentials real quick for you. Is it your nutrition? Right? Who needs help with their nutrition out there? Is it your exercise? Where have we justified that we don't need to exercise? Are you sweating every day? Is it your mindset? Are you stressed out beyond belief? Are you sleeping well? When's the last time you had a detoxification regimen in your life? And how important it is to keep your spine healthy, is one of the most important things. So we're going to cover, again, like I said, 4 hours of that information in this seminar. And we're also going to have a 30-day challenge for all of you to participate in. I think Dr. Kaylee has prepared for you a newsletter. Please go ahead and read that and look at it and examine it. And, we put this out 2 weeks ahead of time this year because we want you guys to make sure you carve out 30 days of your life for that amazing thing called health. I'm going to go through some things. Rita sent me an amazing interview this weekend, and that doctor on the interview I laughed because I asked a bunch of my colleagues, haven't we been saying this for 20 years, maybe even longer? I know I've been saying this for 16 years, but he used an analogy that I used a long time ago. I'm going to bring it back now because I just love it, but he used the fish tank analogy. And he said, when we have a dirty fish tank, and these fish in the tank that are living there start to get sick, what do? Well, here's what we don't do. We don't run the medication and we don't drug the fish. We actually have to clean the tank. We have to remove the toxins and remove the algae and remove the mold or whatever's growing in that fish tank causing sickness. And guess what? Those fish get healthier. In America, we have a super dirty fish tank. Think about this, and I've got the stats right here in front of me. 60% of teens today and 80% of adults are overweight. 60% of teens and 80% of adults are overweight. Just a generation ago, doctors would never see childhood diabetes, and now it's commonplace. Over 50% of Americans are pre-diabetic, and 33% of young adults are pre-diabetic. So we have a super major problem here in America, and that problem is cellular dysfunction. It's not because we're different genetically, it's because we're living a lifestyle that is creating disease. And it's caused by environmental factors. So what we're putting into our bodies is destroying our cellular function. 25% of teens today have fatty liver disease, and we used to only see that in chronic alcoholics. So we have a metabolic health crisis here in America, and the problem is nobody's talking about it. We're running to drugs like Ozempic to fix the problem. People don't want to stop eating pizza, and they want to inject fake hormones to fix things. We want to take medication to cover up high cholesterol and high blood pressure rather than changing lifestyle. It's pretty simple. You change your lifestyle and your life changes, your health changes, and things completely transform. But here's the problem. And again, we can't solve problems with the same mindset that created them. Where do you think our money is going? 10% of the food stamps here in America goes to soda. 10%. We're the only country that allows that to happen. Soda companies it's a $10 billion a year company. And more money today goes to tobacco than to vegetables. So do you think our government cares about our health? Do you think they have any clue what health is? Just look around at the people that are running our health care and our CDC and everything that goes along with it. Follow the money and you're going to follow the problems. And again, we can't solve a problem with the same mindset or the same money that created those problems. So what are we trying to accomplish here in Max Living and Judge Family Chiropractic here in this little office? We're trying to transform healthcare, and we can only do that with you. You can only transform your health if you do something completely different. You can't fix things with the same mindset that you had when you started them. So we have to start to transform our mind. We have to start to transform the way that we treat ourselves. And we're going to go through this with the 30-day challenge. Dr. Kaylee put a newsletter together for you. Please read that, and you're going to see a product order form. At the top of the product order form, there's 3 different bundles. Those are the products that are involved with the 30-day challenge, which I'll go through exactly why we put those in this for you. But it's 30 days to the rest of your life. You know, we talk about Rita all the time. She came into my office. I remember sitting down, having coffee with her. Actually, I was just drinking coffee. I was training her on the processes and procedures of the office. And I just looked at her and I said, wow, it would be amazing if we could get her to transform her life. And I get teary-eyed thinking about it, because here we are a year, almost 2 years later, and she's transformed her life, you know, and doctors probably have told her that she couldn't change or that she needed medication to heal. You know, we talk about Steve and the 13 medications that he had come off of within, I think, 6 months. And those doctors, you know, it started with one medication and then they put another medication on top of that medication, and they never talked about transforming his health. They never talked about transforming his life. They never talked about nutrition. You know, they never talked about mindset. They never talked about exercise. They don't have time for that. I actually had a medical doctor here in this office that said, we don't have time to teach people how to change their life. So the next best thing is just to give them a drug, to give them a green light to continue to live the same life that created the problem. And, you know, we're not any healthier because of it. We make up 5% of the world's population, and we take 75% of the world's drugs. So we're trying to drug the diseased fish instead of cleaning the fish tank. And we have to clean the fish tank. And this is where it starts. You know, if you learn one thing from this office, if it's not now, when? You know, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The next best time is now. We've got 2 weeks to decide to transform our life, to start this 30-day challenge together as a team, and watch your life change. And this is not just for you, it's for generations to come. Because if we keep doing the same, I'm going to beat a dead horse. If we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and we expect different results, we're all insane. So let me go through the 30-day challenge rules for you now. Rule number 1 is we're going to take a look at our calendar. We've already done that for you. It's going to start February 19th and last 30 days. You don't have to stop in 30 days, but that is the challenge. Okay, so rule number 2 is we're going to take a start picture and then a picture every week for 4 weeks. This is not going to be shown to anybody here in this office. This is for you to see the results and see the progress through the month. Rule number 3 is schedule 2 meals from the advanced plan each day. 2 meals from the advanced plan, and consume these meals at the time of your choosing. We don't care when you eat. We don't care how you eat. You can eat them both at the same time, whatever you want to do, but 2 meals each day. That's rule 3. Rule 4 is consume 1 protein shake and your daily supplements. For this challenge, we only have 2 supplements plus the protein. There's 3 options of the protein. There's the bone broth, which I love. There's the whey protein that I take every time I work out, after the workout. And then there's the plant-based protein. So if you don't want to take the whey or the bone broth, plant-based is the option for you. So 1 protein shake per day plus Max Fit. It's got 3 ingredients in it that I love. First is the decaffeinated coffee bean extract. This is going to help you regulate your blood glucose levels and help weight loss. Helps to ramp up your metabolism. Number 2 is the ashwagandha. If you think about stress and cortisol, and if we have too much cortisol because of the stress in our lives, we're not going to be able to lose weight because increased cortisol is linked to increased weight. So we want to reduce cortisol. Studies have shown that ashwagandha reduces cortisol drastically. Again, it's that fight or flight hormone that keeps us in our sympathetic overdrive. We want to calm the body down with ashwagandha and keep it down. And then the 2 other ingredients in this that I love are glutamine and creatine. Glutamine and creatine are basically for energy and cell repair. The second supplement is cell repair, and I'm not going to go into all the amazing stuff in it, but basically just to give you an idea of what it does, it's a super antioxidant. Dr. Kaylee and I, we love to talk about how you take a bite of the apple and within 10 to 15 minutes, that apple starts to turn brown. That's called oxidation. And if you think about our cells, the more oxidation we have in our bodies, the bigger chance of developing things like cancer and metabolic diseases like diabetes and the things that we've been talking about. So those are the 3 supplements, again, just to kind of recap: a protein, the cell repair, and the max fit. Those 3 are required for this 30-day challenge. We want to, rule number 5, drink half of our body weight in ounces of water each day. So if we weigh 140 pounds, pretty simple, drink 70 ounces of water per day. We want to flush the system out, and it's a good rule of thumb to drink that much water anyway. Exercise. Schedule 1 45-minute workout each day. 1 45-minute workout each day. This could be 2 separate workouts in one where you do a high-intensity workout to start and then kind of walk or jog or whatever you want to do, accessory work like abs or squats or whatever you want to do after that. But 1 45-minute workout each day for 30 days. The frequency, intensity, and duration of the exercise will be dependent on your personal biochemistry and what you can actually do. Not all of us can do the same thing. Rule number 7 is chiropractic adjustments, right? We talk about the 5 essentials. Obviously, the spine is the super essential. The nervous system controls everything. So if your brain cannot communicate through your nervous system at the highest potential and the highest rate, doesn't matter how we eat or how we exercise, nothing works. You cut the nerve to the heart, nothing works. So the first thing we should be worried about is the connection to the source, the connection back to the brain. And that's why it's important to make sure you're making your adjustments. So make sure you're coming to your scheduled adjustments. If you're 3 times a week, come 3 times a week, and make sure you're doing your home care every day. Step number 8 is no alcohol or cheat meals. Alcohol is a toxin, and it is sugar, and it turns into fat. So we want to eliminate that for 30 days at least. I'm trying to do 1 year alcohol free. Okay, so pray for me on that. It's not been a challenge, actually. The past 2 to 3 years, I've cut down drastically and probably consume alcohol once a month, maybe even less than that. So, you know, I feel better. I sleep better. I've been tracking my sleep with Whoop for the past 3 years, so this has helped me in that journey. Just see what alcohol does, and it destroys a lot of different things. Most importantly, my deep sleep and my REM sleep. Gone through that, and I'll probably touch on that at the seminar. And step number 9 is build mindset by reading 10 pages a day. No audiobooks allowed. You want to read 10 pages a day of developmental books. So this isn't going to be like a trilogy or you know, a spy novel or whatever you guys read out there. Personal development books. Whatever you think, whatever your heart desires on that. So again, if you're interested in this, please go up to the front desk and say, I want to do the challenge. Pick one of the 3 options at the top of your product order form, and we'll get that for you, and we'll bag it up, and we'll have it at the seminar so you don't have to wait in lines. If you want any other products, they are 15% off. If you're doing the challenge with us, those 3 products are 20% off. So Pick the products that you would like to stock up on. Some people, get 2 or 3 months of these products that they need because this is the cheapest that they're going to get it. And again, we'll have everything prepared for you and at the seminar, so you don't have to wait in lines and you don't have to worry about anything but taking great notes and going home and starting this life transformation seminar with us. So I thank you all, and I pray that we see some amazing changes and amazing testimonials. I want to see people's lives transform at this. This is really what I've been praying for this year. And as we prepare for that, just think about those people that are in your life that need to hear this message. Who is close to you but far from health? Maybe taking 5 or 6 different medications, and you're just sick of the next medication. Sick about thinking about the next medication the doctor's going to put them on. So I know that everybody on this planet needs to hear this message, because it's just going to get worse if we don't start to change. And we start with you. Thanks, guys.